Also, St. Louis with some of the blue coming out, minus some of those cirrus clouds up in the distance. I mean, we're going to warm up. Temperatures today already in the low 60s for the St. Louis metro, and Chicago now into the low 50s. Temperatures will continue to rise. St. Louis, you have a slightly warmer day than Chicago, but still, both of you are going to be in the 70s as well as in the low 80s. Let me just go ahead and update. Oh, it updated. Let me update my graphics too, guys, because the Storm Prediction Center updated theirs, so I will update mine. So this is a look at the outlook for today, and there was also some movement to the north. I was wondering if they were going to expand it here, because some of those storms do start to pop, at least within the southwest, southern part of Michigan up to the Detroit metro. But the bigger upgrade would be not just the expansion of that level 1, but also the additional level 2. So Kansas City included in that, towards Quincy, just to the north of St. Louis. But I'll show you when some of these storms start to pop. They're more discrete. And because we're working with a little bit of a cap, we're going to see most of the day be quite tame and quiet, in fact, quite nice. Then you start to see these isolated cells as the front continues to sag off to the south. But we still have Milwaukee in it. We still have Chicago with that threat, over towards Toledo, over towards Indianapolis with a level 1 threat. So again, more isolated in nature, but with some of these more populated areas, more potential to impact more people. When you look at the two main threats, that remains the same. We're looking at damaging wind, a relatively low threat for that, but any of these severe storms could produce wind gusts around 60 miles per hour. And with large hail, that higher threat into a zone that includes Kansas City over towards the St. Louis metro. When you look at activity now, I mean, it's tame. So even now we're talking about the alert system is quiet. Even some of the thunderstorms that we did have that were producing some lightning, those are weakening as they exit eastern Kentucky. Some activity within the zone here, but it's later today that we anticipate some of those storms to be severe.
Yeah, and I don't think we're going to see it from a reflection of dew points. We're not going to see it even from a reflection of temperatures. So, you know, what the SPC has specifically highlighted, you can see those clouds that are through South Dakota and Minnesota. But when you work upstairs through the mid-levels of the atmosphere, there's just this little impulse that's driving out of Nebraska right now. It's called a short wave. And that piece of energy, sometimes we can see it on water vapor, that piece of energy is what's going to spur on some of this severe weather. It's a very narrow corridor, but if you get under one of these storms, it can produce some decent hail. And hail is the driving parameter for this upgrade. The tornado threat, though, we can't dismiss either. That tornado risk is going to be right along that boundary, that cold front that we have from the Great Lakes down to Kansas. Yeah,
I think, you know, you never can really rule out a tornado threat, especially, you know, given the fact that we do meet the threshold with some of the wind components here. I think when you look at storm energy, you have a decent amount, not a ton, but where we have the highest amount of energy, it's in that pocket where we have the upgraded risk for severe weather. This is a look at the moisture. Again, typically you want dew points to be at least in the mid-50s to be able to get more of a buoyant, more unstable atmosphere. You kind of have that in spots, but not all of them. They did expand, I believe it looks like they expanded the hail threat. Actually, let me update this one, guys, real quickly. Let me update this because it updated when we were standing on the other side. Okay, so I wanted to show you that. So that's a look. It looks like maybe it did expand a little bit, so I'll take a deeper dive at that. And then in terms of timing, before we move on, so first half of the day, fine. I think once we get to about dinner time, you start to see these cells pop, perhaps north of St. Louis into Illinois, watching some of these storms here. And then continuing on, it's within these storms here, maybe we're seeing some of the hail threat emerge.